Shooter Paul, you in there? Hey, shooter. All right, everybody. We're back from Jag Fieldhouse today for this another live stream here. We got the JV girls playing the Crestview Rebels from all the way in Columbiana. They had a little bit of a transportation issue as Zoe May's going quick to the hole right off the rip and gets fouled. So quick start here for both teams. Zoe May going right to the basket and drawing the foul. Zoe May able to hit the first of 2 shots there for her. Rebound, actually maybe a jump ball there. So it looks like we're going to have number 12, number 34 with the ball right now for the Rebels. Number 32 down there just got the ball and swings it over to 22. 22 swings it over to 34. Then we're going to have number 12 just get the ball, and then the scoreboard turns off here. So a little bit of a technical difficulty there we've been seeing recently. Toe on the line there for number 22 results in a 3-pointer. Courtney Briller, the mid-range J, no. Kyla Grace trying to run it down, she does, and then 34 strips it away. And then it's going to be a double foul there. So I believe that was number 12 on the 3-pointer. We lack rosters as the late arrival of Crestview allowed for that. So that foul is going to be on number 10, Kyla Grace, for the Lady G-Men. Can see Coach Gilbert over there already getting a little frustrated with the scoreboard about it randomly turning off mid-game. So should be an eventful night here. A basketball. Bank no good on that one. And then that's going to be out off of Callie Tasker. So we're going to go Kyla Grace, Genovese number 22, Zoe May number 4, Courtney Brailer number 3, Callie Tasker number 5. I forgot to say Kyla Grace number 10 for the Lady G-Men. Callie gets it over to Zoe May. Nice crossover there by May. Over to Genovese number 22. Gets it over to Kyla Grace. It looks for the bank, no good on that one. The rebound to number 32. This looks like 34 is going to be the point guard here for the Rebels, as number 13 is going to check in pretty soon here. So 22 swinging over to 34. 32 gets it. Of course, G-Men hopping into a little bit of a 2-1-2 zone action here. Or maybe it is a little bit of a, it's a modified, it looks like an extreme help side man defenses. 42 can't get that one to go. Then 12, the nice little dime there to 32, flips it up and no good. So in and out on that one. So 42 reaching over back a little bit there, as 13 is going to check in for 22, looks like. So looks like we have a starting 5 of Jane Doe's on the floor for the Lady Rebels from Columbiana, Crestview. So Genovese gets trapped, and then Coach Hartung is able to get the timeout off. So yeah, the score clock is saying a minute into the game, but our clock says just over 2 minutes into the game. So hopefully we can get that figured out here after we have these technical difficulties, and we'll be back after this break. All right, back here from Jag Fieldhouse as the teams get ready here. They're just going to stick with 6 minutes on the clock. So a little bit of a longer quarter here in the first as the scoreboard turning off. Zoe May not able to get that one, then rips it away for number 12, so good show of strength there. Brayler pulls it out, gets it over to May. May swings it to Tasker, and then Tasker gets it ripped away by number 13. And then May picks it back up again. So you're going to see Zoe May really doing a lot for the team here, as she's going to be the main playmaker here on offense. She's going to do a lot of the scoring and a lot of the passing around, and movement going to be really a team leader here for the Lady G-Men. And they're going to just look to get it to her on a lot of the inbound plays. She's able to dribble past, then dribble in with a good jump stop there. A little bit short on that, as I think it got blocked by 42. And then Rebels able to corral the ball. So G-Men, yeah, they're going to have a 2-1-2 zone, and then it's all about finding holes in the zone like that. That was a little unlucky, in and out on the shot. 42 gets it up, and then Zoe May bounces up for that rebound. Then May gets it poked away, so we're going to have a new face for the Rebels here as number 5 checks in. So we may getting triple teamed here, as I think the Rebels have found out that is going to be the main threat. And that's going to be a foul on the floor. So that's a good look by Genovese to try to get it to Brayler, but then the foul before that. So refs not shy about calling fouls here tonight. Already 4 in the game, just a couple minutes in. So that's a good look there. May couldn't get it to go. Brayler looks for the pass and then falls on it. It's going to be a jump ball. So as we're trying to figure out the clock here, the Rebels are going to get back possession here as they look to find more holes in the zone of the G-Men defense. That's a hole in the zone there. Is number 5 not shy about shooting right off the bench. Then gets it up, I believe that was 32 on the shot. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And then 32, the good defense jump in there and tip that one away. Looks like we're adding time here, as scoreboard not allowing for, as Zoe made the pull up midi, no good on that one. And then 13 flips it over to 23. Looks like who just checked into the game there. So Rebels already going into their bench. I don't think the G-men have subbed yet. And then Genovese, the steal, and then gets it stolen straight back from her. So 32 is going to be having the point guard duties now. Number 5, who's not shy about shooting, gets in the lane. And that's like it'll be a timeout by the coach from Crestview. So we'll be back here after this timeout. Please enjoy this message.
Shooter Paul, you in there? You the one they call Shooter Paul? I hear you got the best deals in the territory.
I reckon that's true.
Draw me up a deal I can't refuse. They said you were the best there is, but I had to try.
Charles Auto Family in Garrettsville. Get your best deal now from the nicest people in the business.
All right, we return here from Jag Arena in beautiful Garrettsville, Ohio on this Thursday evening, a little brisk evening, a little bit of a polar winds bearing down on us here, which shows that winter is here. So good pump fake there by 23, gets it over to 13, who high arcing shot falls for her. Genovese going to get a layup. She gets it blocked, so good defense there by 42. And then Brayler tries to pull it away, and then it's going to be a jump ball again. So the Rebels faithful are hyped up after that defense there. So Rebels looks like they're going to rotate through 9 players, and the Lady G-men are going to rotate through 8. So it looks like it's going to be mostly 6 with 2 other players getting some minutes here and there. So G-men already down 6 early. Of course, it's only 6, but they've had that lone point that they've scored tonight. Number 5 not shy about shooting. Flips that one up, no good on that. Then 42 the offensive rebound to 5. 5 looks like she wants to shoot, and she does, and then that falls for her. So balanced scoring here. 4 players for the Lady Rebels have scored tonight. Not exactly sure about a JV score, but the Lady G-men varsity team just took down Newton Falls and Tigerland on Monday. I believe that was a score of 55 or 52 to 25. So good defensive showing there by the Lady G-men. 34 thinks better over 3, going to kick it out to number 23, who shoots that one and drains. So Rebels are slowly heating up here. So this could be rough for the G-men. They really need to get this offense going here. That might help there. Zoe May, the midi, no good. And then falls right to Callie Tasker for the rebound. Then she looks to put it on the floor and then gets it out to Genovese, who also looks to put it on the floor. Good pass there to May. May's going to put it on the floor again, get in, and a little unlucky there. Colby Fresh, the putback, no good. So the G-men love drawing jump balls here, something they do quite often. That's another one there for them. So they're able to retain possession. See a lot of teams hop into a little bit of a modified 2-3 zone look. And then Zoe May, the extra pass to Genovese, no good, and that's going to be a foul on the floor. So a lot of teams, what they'll do coming out of the underneath their own basket inbound is they'll hop into a little bit of a 2-3 zone look. You see it in the boys' games all the time. The G-men themselves do it, and the Lady G-men JV team does it themselves here today, as you'll see. So Kyla Grace, a good defense there, and then throws it away. And then a little bit of a sloppy mess here. Then 12, the left-handed hook shot, no good. Tasker able to rip it away. And then gets it stolen from her by 22, and we're going to have another jump ball. So that's going to stay the way of the Rebels here after the G-Men, Lady G-Men just got that one, the last one. So yeah, we'll see what how the G-Men do the defense. That's just a nice pass there to 22. She probably, yeah, that's going to be a little bit of double dribble there. So good defense there by the G-Men to prevent her from scoring. That's a good press breaker there. The G-Men now have a 3-on-2, but the Rebels able to get back into defense. And then Callie Tasker flips it up and good. So a good press breaker there by the G-Men. We hope to see a lot more of that tonight, as they really struggled to get things going at times. So we're trying to work out a little bit of technical difficulties here, so bear with us as the time is still going to match up with the master scoreboard here. Of course, a couple minutes were added because the scoreboard kept turning off. So it's getting closer to matching up here. If we have another stoppage, it should match up. So that's going to be a travel there. Looks like in a few seconds here it'll match back up. We got about 36 seconds on the clock here. So that looks like it's back matched up now. So shout out to Max May for volunteering his time to come help us with the stream, as we're down a couple of our normal crew members. That's going to be another jump ball. So it's in the theme of tonight. I think I really should get a count going of how many jump balls we've had. So a lot of fight by the teams to have possession here. Love to see competitiveness. That's a good inbounds play by the Rebels, and they're going to get their Rebels nice inbound play to get a little bucket there. So that's going to be another turnover by the G-Men, and Rebels are going to have possession. They got about 5 seconds left here. See what they can do. 3 ball by number 5, no good. Looks like time's going to be running out here. Callie Tasker decides to just let the scoreboard go. So,
hey, Shooter Paul, what's going on?
Just washing the boss's bike here.
Sweet bike. Does he ever let you ride that thing?
I can ride it.
Bet you can't jump that van over there. Come on, Shooter, you got this.
Charles Auto Family in Garrettsville. Get your best deal from the nicest people in the business.
We return to action here from Jag Arena, the Jag Forum here. Looks like Grace and Tasker are going to have a seat as a Brailer gets it into Zoe May. We got a new face here, number 12, Abby Seiler for the Lady G-Men. Colby Fresh gets double team there, then loses the ball, and we're going to have another jump ball. So G-Men, we'll see what adjustments Coach Hartung made, and we'll see what adjustments the coach from the Rebels made to see if they can expand on their lead here. So that looked like a little pass to the defense there as Colby Fresh trying to maneuver through and then gets fouled. So we got Coach Cardinal over there on the bench coaching up his team there. That's one thing you can't do is bring the ball down to the defense there. Got to keep it moving there. And Genovese learned that one after the jump ball. So let's see what the G-Men can draw for an inbounds play here. Just going to lob it up to Genovese. And then Genovese is going to look to get it back to Zoe May here, and she does. By the Charles Auto Family logo as May getting across the court, and then the pass there to 42. So Rebels have a little 2-on-1 there, and then it goes right back to the way of the Lady G-Men. Then Coach Hartung needs a timeout here, so after this about minute or so timeout, we'll be back, so make sure to stay tuned, folks.
Hey, Shooter, you want to go golfing?
Sure, boss. I'm driving.
Old Bruce didn't know the surprise in store for him at the golf course that day. But at Charles Auto Family, there's no surprises. You'll find the nicest people in the business and fair prices to boot. Charles Auto Family and charlesautofamily.com in beautiful Garrettsville, Ohio. Not bigger, just better.
Welcome back. Welcome back here to the Jag for the rest of this Lady G-Men JV game between the host Lady G-Men and the visiting Columbiana Crestview Rebels. So 22 D'ing up on Zoe May. I think the Rebels have learned that May is who their G-Men are trying to go to, as she's able to save that one. Might have stepped out of bounds, but able to retain possession there. Gets it to Fresh, and then Fresh the nutmeg on number 5. Number 5 gets it back, flips it up, and good. So Fresh able to get it over to Brailer, who mishandles it, and then the good bullet pass there by Jared Cardinal over there on the bench. The J-man to the referee, and the referee gives it to number 2, a little pump fake, and then the Rebels are going. So G-men are in a man-to-man defense here, trying to D up and stop the Rebels from adding on to their lead here. 42 in the post, fouled by Genovese, but is able to get it up, and she will be going to the line here. So 42 adding I think that's her first point of the game, actually. Scoring very balanced for the Rebels. Number 12 has 5, number 32 has 2, number 42 has a free throw, number 13 has 2, number 5 has 4, and number 23 has 3. So I think all but 2 of their players who have played tonight have scored. So it's like what you like to see as a coach. It doesn't matter who scores as long as they're scoring. And they're up 14 early here as make that 16. So number 5 likes the mid-range shots. That's her, I believe, 3rd one of the game. Zoe May trying to get things going. A good pass in there to Tasker, and then good pass there to Genovese. And then Genovese a little strong on that one, but that does get fouled. So she'll need to take a breather here before she heads to the line shooting 2. So Genovese not able to hit the first of 2 here, so we'll see if she can change her fortunes, as 12 is going to replace 42 here for the Lady Rebels. It's going to be a lane violation here. Shot was no good anyway, so Rebels are going to have the ball coming down here. We got a little bit of a student section forming over there by the front corner, which is a little bit off camera, I think, at the moment. Student section not at their normal seats. So that'll be a number 5 again, so she's up to 8 on the evening. Good scoring tally for her. So I'm able to corral that one, and then falls to Fresh. Fresh able to get it to Zoe May, and then Zoe May thinking about pulling up for the midi. Good bounce pass there to Tasker. Then they believe that was the one of the coaches calling for a 2 guard, as Rebels going to slow things down here. Don't want to push too much in on the fast break. It's going to be a carry, as that was not good. Number 5, a little bit of a hard foul there over Genovese. And Rebels are going to do 3/5 of a swap here. They're going to sub in 34, 13, and 23 for 5, 32, and 22. So that's almost, and then leaving also 42 on the bench, as she had just come out a few moments earlier. So a hard fall there by number 5. We all hope she's okay. Hate to see injuries from any team. Good backdoor cut there by Kyler Grayson. Little unlucky there on the pass by Callie Tasker. So 34 swinging over to 2. 2 might have traveled there, but was able to get away with one. Then 2 again, gets in, lights that left hand. Steps through, over to 34. Good ball movement here by the Rebels. That's a good offensive possession. And a foul after the shot. So we're going to have Kylie Neer checking in for the G-men. And Courtney Brayler checking back in. And 34 is going to be at the line shooting 2 here for the Lady Rebels. Looks like Genovese and Fresh are going to have a seat for the Lady G-men here. Then Callie Tasker gets it knocked away, and G-men retain possession. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuning in for joining us on the stream tonight. We put a lot of work into this. Of course, thank you to the Hiram Community Trust grant. They were able to purchase 2 brand new iMac computers for our use, and the media club were able to stream the morning show on this, stream this game on it, and able to make content like our morning show Christmas special, and of course the band promo video that I made, brainchild of mine. Like working on extracurricular projects like that, and I think band is a great one that people love to see in the community. As Callie Tasker a little off balance, not able to catch that one. So Rebels going to inbound it, and we'll see what they can do here. Try to expand on this 19-point lead for them. The running bank shot, no good. That's going to be a travel on her. Good defense there by the G-men to stop the Rebels. So again, the band promo video and the morning show Christmas special, which is actually the morning show's A Christmas Carol. That's actually a kick by number 2, but able to get away with one. A good backdoor there by Kylie Grace, and the good pass by May, but is able to get broken up there by the Rebels after that good defensive play. So that's going to be a shot there, and then the box out by number 2. Bodies flying everywhere. That's going to be out off of Kylie Neer, so Rebels are going to have possession, and number 2 is able to get carried off by her coach there. So that's something you hate to see, no matter the team, is an injury like that. So we'll hope she's okay as things resume here. We'll see what's going on. Looks like the athletic trainer is gonna see some playing time. It's going to stay with the Rebels here after it's out of bounds off the G-men. No one able to corral it, and it goes out of bounds. Of course, the morning show is streamed every morning. It can be seen on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Just search something like JAG Yearbook or the Bureau or JAG Student Media. Also, JAG Student Media now has an official TikTok account run by someone that you would never guess, I would think. So there's a few videos up there. Hopefully the owner of that account will be coming up with some more content here soon for that TikTok page to really boom, maybe get a couple viral videos in there. So Rebels up now 21 now after that nice little runner there by 13. So she's up to 4 on the night. Of course, scoring very balanced here for the Lady Rebels. I think the highest scorer is number 5, who has 8. 32 the fast break layup. Good defense there by Zoe May to not let her get that one off. And then another jump ball as bodies are getting thrown around everywhere. I wasn't expecting to see WWE Thursday Night SmackDown. Got to get a nice chuckle from Mr. Cole over there running the camera. Shout out to Mr. Cole. So of course, anybody at home interested in being part of the, any students at no good on that runner there by 13. So any student at JAG interested in being part of the Student Media Club can do so by coming up here right now during the game. We can get you set up, teach you the tricks of the trade, so to speak. It's not very difficult. It just takes a little bit of getting acclimated with it. Also, taking pictures for the yearbook and student media are really interconnected here. Advisor Mr. Cole runs both. So we're able to pay for stuff like this, not only the grant from the Hiram Community Trust, but also yearbook sales. So make sure all students are purchasing a yearbook. Go on the website. I think it's treering.com. You're gonna have to make an account, and you can customize. I believe you can customize 2 pages if you order it before June. And of course, next year, make sure you order your yearbook early, because you can save 10% if you order it early on in the year. Of course, events about the school and photos and scores of teams can also be sent to us, so we can get that on social media, and so we can get that on the morning show. Of course, if you'd like to see yourself on the morning show, talk to your favorite morning show host, which of course is me, and we can work something out here. We film it every morning about 7:35, about a 5-minute film. Just read off the TV that we have in there. So good post work there by 42, not able to get that one to go. And looks like it's going to be a 1-1, I believe, as just realized the foul count for the Lady Rebels is getting up there. So G-Men are going to have their work cut out for them in the second half here. Going to have to crawl back in this one. Of course, no lead too big for, especially in basketball, with how quick of a pace it goes. We saw that in the boys game the other day. They crawled back from down double digits multiple times to, believe, tie it at some point. Of course, the JV boys a few weeks ago were down 20 and only lost by 2, I believe, in that game against Campbell. So again, upcoming school events here as the first half comes to a close from the JAG Forum. Is boys varsity basketball has a non-conference game against Berkshire on Saturday night at 5 o'clock in Burton against the Berkshire Badgers. The game JV and there's going to be no JV game for that, so it'll be 5 o'clock tip in Berkshire on Saturday. And the as Zoe made the half-court heave to end the half here. I'm sure you guys are tired of my rambling here. So G-Men with a 21-point deficit here to end the first half. They're going to have their work cut out for them. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to stay tuned for the second half. It's been a great time. It should be even more fun. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to go get your popcorn and your root beer and your water and whatnot, and come back for the second half.
At Charles Auto Family in Garrettsville, we'll do just about anything to make your car buying experience perfect. And that includes getting you the absolute best deal. We have a big selection of new and used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Plus, Charles has one of the best and most affordable service departments in the area. Just come in, pick out your favorite vehicle, and drive home. Or we'll be happy to deliver it. Charles Auto Family. Get your best deal from the nicest people in the business.
All right, here we're gonna have a celebrity joining us. Aaron Rohde coming on the stream. Welcome, Aaron, everybody. Clap, clap, clap. Well done.
Hello.
Yes, thank you, Aaron, making your presence known early. So,
Back from the dead.
how would you feel about Zoe May only having one of her team's 3 points tonight?
It happens. Star players have off games. Obviously, we saw the one game we commentated. Zoe May had 12 points, and the Lady G-Men scored 12 points. I bet she'll get things going here in the second. Obviously, they're going to need it with this 21-point deficit to erase.
Yeah, I think the G-Men just need to capitalize on their opportunities. It's not like they're not getting opportunities. They just haven't been able to capitalize. And that'll be a nice little putback there for number 12. Again, we are lacking a roster here for Crestview, so please bear with us on that.
Happens. Good pass inside, not so good pass inside. That'll be turned over. And so yeah, just got here. Lady G-Men obviously trailing by a good amount, having some problems with the scoreboard. Technical difficulties, brand new scoreboards here in the Jag Field House, not working. As a good look inside, number 12, this time won't go. Big rebound by May. Now that'll be Grace running the floor, but ball will be poked from behind. And May, another steal, making her presence felt. She's got the 2-on-1, and she's going to take it all the way. But that'll be number 12 being able to make the charge, draw the charge there.
Yeah, so number 12 kind of doing it all for the Lady Rebels right now. Getting rebounds, getting steals, drawing charges, doing it all. So as a coach, it's what you like to see is your players being versatile. And as we get a few more fans filing in here, a little bit of two student sections going. We have the high school student section there, and we also have the middle school student section. So maybe the student sections can avoid civil war and can join and make one big student section.
And that looks like number 5 is going to have double digits now in the game. 10 for number 5. Wish we had some names, but we don't.
Yeah, so Jane Doe there with number 5 Jane Doe with 10 points. I think that's been all 5 baskets have been some middies. A good mid-range jumper going here. Of course, not shy about shooting as we saw early on. I think the second possession of the game, she tossed up a 3-ball. So Rebels have done a really good job of moving the ball tonight. Of course, you can alludes to that with the 28 points that they have.
Yeah, put up 21 in the first. There's another good bucket. That's number 22 on the drive. That'll be her first of the night. And this game obviously being delayed for a while. The second half just starting now at 6:40 about. So it's going to be a long game. We're going to be here all night. So make sure to tune in. As Tasker will put up a shot.
Yeah, get that popcorn.
Of course. Popcorn and root beer, the 2 essentials.
Yeah, I wish Landon was here. Of course, shout out to my homeboy Max May for running the scoreboard today on the stream.
Sister of Zoe May down there. Joey May.
The May's just a great family. Got a few kids playing sports here. Of course, Ollie May in the band. So they have kids in all places here doing different things.
State gymnast Ollie May.
That's right. So we're going to have a little bit of a timeout here. The Rebels
only a little bit of one, though. A little bit of a timeout.
Yeah, not a lot of it. We'll be back.
Back now from that little break. About 4.5 left to go here in the third period. G-Men still only with 3 points up on the board. Obviously, they're gonna need something going here if they're gonna have any shot at being in this game. Don't even know the record of the JV Lady G-Men.
I think they might have one win, maybe I don't know, but they've been very competitive the whole season. As heard a nice little swish there, and bodies flying everywhere on the floor there. It's gonna be another tie up. So refs like calling the jump balls. The players like getting them. So that's gonna lead to a lot of jump balls, and that's what we've seen so far tonight. It's been kind of the theme of the game.
Looks like we're gonna have Grace bringing it up the floor now as she changes her mind and gives it to Zoe, but Zoe will be double teamed and stripped
So
up at
just
the
like
wing.
LeBron, you see him get double teamed a lot, just like Zoe was there.
Of course. And there's 22 with another nice dribble drive.
Rebels just putting on a passing clinic now, and G-Man putting
Here
on a
we
little
go,
passing
Zoe
clinic
May,
of their own. Here we
open
go,
layup.
guys.
And
Nice
there's a
lefty
point.
layup
There we
You
go.
love to see it.
First points of the second half for the Lady G-Men.
Yeah, first point since about halfway through the first quarter, actually.
Wow.
So they can get back on track here. It'd be nice. Of course, they still have some time to cut into this 25-point deficit. Of course, we've seen crazier things happen in the world of basketball.
Yeah, good hands.
It's all about having the basketball gods on your favor, and we'll see which side they're on tonight.
Tasker with a box out. That'll be Grace on the rebound. She's pushing the floor now.
Wants to wisely holds up and says, let's get some numbers. So that's a
Inside.
good diamond there to Courtney Brayler, and then she gets blocked there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't exactly tell who is the head coach of the the main coach of the Lady Rebels JV team. It looks like it's I would say the guy standing up, but there's two of them. I'm gonna say the guy in the leather gray shirt and the fancy shiny shoes with the khaki pants. He looks like he's the head coach. Honestly, I can't really tell. I think the guy
could go either way.
The guy with the
yeah.
The guy that's on the end towards on the far
with
right,
the
I would think is more of an assistant coach
right.
for sure. But I would think the guy standing up is the head coach, because head coaches normally stand a lot. Like you see Coach Hartung over there standing for the Lady G-Men.
Right. So this ball will go Lady G-Men way. Colby Fresh in now, number 20 for the G-Men. So yeah, Zoe in the third quarter takes back the leading scorer for the Lady G-Men, that title. She's very familiar with it.
Yeah, so gonna look. 32 is gonna shake off the pick and roll, little PNR action, pick and roll there. Best play in basketball. If you know the game, you know pick and roll is where it's at.
That's
Got
it.
a lot of options. Of course, if you watch NBA, though, James Harden and when he used to play for the Houston Rockets, him and Clint Capella would run that, and Harden, he could step back for a three-pointer if he wanted to, and then gonna be another turnover, and 34 is gonna fall under it. Fresh attempts to chase down block, but 34 able to get that one in there. So I think that's everybody that has played for the Rebels tonight has scored. So as a coach, you'd love to see that very balanced scoring. Of course, it doesn't matter who scores, just that you score. So please enjoy this advertisement from Charles Auto Family, and we're gonna return soon.
Shooter Paul, you in there? You the one they call Shooter Paul? I hear you got the best deals in the territory.
I reckon that's true.
Draw me up a deal I can't refuse. They said you were the best there is, but I had to try.
Charles Auto Family in Garrettsville. Get your best deal now from the nicest people in the business.
Hey, Shooter Paul, what's going on?
Just washing the boss's bike here.
Sweet bike. Does he ever let you ride that thing?
I can ride it.
Bet you can't jump that van over there. Come on, Shooter, you got this.
Charles Auto Family in Garrettsville. Get your best deal from the nicest people in the business.
And speaking on another celebrity here in the building, we have longtime Garfield coach John Bennett down there. Obviously went to school here up in the Hall of Fame in the hallways and coached and taught the rest of his career. Just retired as of last year, and fan favorite here at the Jag Fieldhouse for sure. Genevieve with the up and under, but she stepped out. You see the coaches on the bench giving some energy, telling their team to fight through the end. Despite the scoreboard, close it out strong.
That's right. You never like to see your team fall behind too much and just give up. That's a nice little midi there. I think the theme of tonight has been middies. It's a fun word to say. Try saying it yourself while you're watching the game at home. Ready? Midi on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Midi.
It's just fun to say. A lot of middies. A lot of middies here tonight for the Rebels. If you asked analytics experts, they would say the midi is not a good shot to take because why shoot a more difficult shot when you can shoot a shot closer for the same amount of points? And you say, oh, but the three-pointer is farther away. Yes, it is, but it's more points. So the modern NBA, or not even NBA, but just basketball in general, has been towards layups or dunks and three-pointers. So Rebels playing an older brand of basketball here with a lot of middies.
Of course, fundamental basketball coaches, old head coaches will always tell you. Coach Bartz, for example, he left the mid-range shot. It's a trusty shot, not too far away, but still able to score from there.
Yeah, you have some players like Michael Jordan. I'm sure, I would hope you would have heard that name before. He made a living off of the mid-range shot, the midi.
And as of recently, DeMar DeRozan in MVP talks. He's got his mid-range game down. That's kind of his shot. Obviously still working as he's playing at an MVP caliber level in the best league in the world.
That's right. So
Gray's going to step into one. Banks are open.
Banks
Here
are
we go.
open, just like we said. I think they were closed up for a little bit, but I think they're open for the night now. We'll see if they close up later, though. Good post work there
Just
by
Moss
42.
down there.
Yeah.
Use those long arms and height to get up there and grab the ball right over Grace, I think. Genevieve's outside now, going to try to take it baseline, but she'll be pushed out, but it'll retain G-Men ball. And looks like we have a running clock now, as this fourth quarter is starting to wind up and this lead is virtually unreachable.
It is not unreachable. Nothing is ever unreachable.
My apologies. The lead is large. That's why the running clock's going on. But we've seen crazy things happen.
Yeah, we of course
40 points in 4 minutes, 10 points a minute.
We of course have seen Lightning McQueen win the Piston Cup when no one thought he could.
Grace will step into another one. That's her spot.
Oh, Bank's closed up now. We'll see if if either team can reopen the bank here.
Looks like we have some new faces for the Lady G-Men checking in, as well as the Rebels going to clear their bench, get everyone some time. Be number 5 stepping into a shot just over the basket for her. Genevieve's on the fast break, will lose it off of her hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't really know what much to say here. It's been an entertaining game. We've seen some highlights like the bank opening and reopening and opening and reopening and closing, actually, is what I meant to say. It's been a interesting game here at the Jag Field House. Of course, much rather be at the Jag Field House than the older Jag Arena. Jag Arena is yet to be renovated. Bank, again, closed up. I think the bank is denying any late entry tonight. So Kylie Neer is going to get into the lane. No good on that layup, so she'll be going to the line, I think, for the second time tonight.
Yeah, so it looks like the clock's going to stay running even through this free throw. So this might run down the time almost all the way. So Neer will get her first shot at some points tonight here at the line. Sinks the first one.
Just like she's done it a million times before, right?
Right. So trying to get the G-Men up to double digits now in the game. And they closed out hard. That's all that it's about sometimes. It's not about the scoreboard. The scoreboard doesn't always tell the story. But the Devils came into G-Men territory here, and
You said the Devils?
the Rebels.
The Rebels.
Excuse me. Gotta wake up my brain. The Rebels, Red Devils, Lady Rebels. Same thing, kinda. Sounds the same.
Although I think the Lady G-Men is a little self-contradictory there.
True.
Is it man or lady? They say it's both. As we actually have a old school scoreboard sitting on the bleachers, a little plug-in one that I think they might use if needed. I think if the scoreboard shuts off during the varsity game, that Coach Gilbert is going to pick up a chair and throw it at the wall as hard as he can. So maybe put that on the list of things you love to see. Maybe put that on the list of things you hate to see. It is on a list somewhere, right?
Gotta be. Hasgrove fire the mid-range shot, try to follow her own rebound, won't get it. Yeah, I heard Coach Gilbert talking before the game. It was a nice stop there by 34. We'll get our own rebound and put it up, in and out, but another offensive board by the Devils. Rebels. Goodness. And the Lady G-Men just cannot get a rebound. There we go.
Or
but
not.
Right back into the Rebels' hands.
So Rebels getting their stats up here.
And a swisher for number 32 at the top of the arc.
So that's going to put a nice cap on the game for the Rebels. Or the Revels. I like
Whatever.
the
Revels.
The Revels. That's their new name, the Revels.
Oh, wow.
If anyone tells you that Crestview is the Rebels, say no, they are the Rebels. So they're going to walk out of here with a big victory. We'll see what the varsity teams can do. I think the teams are both varsity teams are both 5-5. This will be interesting. The teams are going to take the court here pretty soon. I think the Lady Rebels are still the varsity team still in their locker room. So get your popcorn and your water. Maybe Landon will show up with a root beer for you guys. Good, entertaining game. It was a fun time. Glad Aaron could join us. Teams are taking the floor, and we'll be back.
right, and we are back for this girls varsity matchup between your Garfield Lady G-Men and the visiting Lady Crestview Rebels.
Looks like we're gonna start off with Lorraine Gaskins, along with Emily Downey, Trinity Miller, Carson Moore, and Emily Hill for the Lady Rebels. So I have a few seniors in the lineup tonight, as do the G-Men, of course. They're gonna go Madeline Shirky, Caitlin Lutz, Jenna Smith, and the twins, Sarah and Sydney Seaman. So, of course, Sarah Seaman is now, it's about time actually, the school career record holder for three-pointers with 169. So the first one she hit tonight will be 170. So that is a very impressive accomplishment for her. So Aaron, what do you think we're going to see tonight from the G-Men based on what they've done in past games?
You know, it's exactly that, what they've done in past games. I think it works well. That's what Coach Gilbert's going to stick with. They find the open shots, they get the open shots. It's just about making them, focusing, and getting the ball through the hoop in the end. And of course, defense always plays a factor. Defense sometimes a lot bigger than offense can be. So that's really it. Simple game plan you would think from Coach Gilbert. Been the coach here for a while. Always coaches successful teams.
Yeah, this is one of the most successful programs we have, especially in recent memory. You know, you see 6 years up there that are conference or district champions. So they're competing, and if they're not winning it, they're competing for it. You know, they've made, I think, 3 straight district finals, 2 or 3 straight district finals, and they're always top 3 or 2 in the conference for record-wise. They're off to a little bit of a slower start this year. They're 3-2 in the conference, of course, not too much of a hill to overclimb. And when they lose, they do not get blown out. This is a very extremely well-coached team. Coach Aaron Gilbert, he knows his stuff. He's been around the block once or twice, maybe about dozens of times. So let's see how the game goes tonight. And G-Men winning the tip early. No one knows which way they're going. And Sarah Seaman gets it over to Caitlin Lutz. Madeline Shirky's wide open, and she's going to kick it out to Sarah Seaman, and that's going to be 170.
There it is.
There
you
it
called
is.
it.
So
like it doesn't take her long to get up on the board. Her 170th shot. Great feat. Not anybody ever in Garfield G-Men history has ever done that before. So everything from here on is unprecedented.
That's right. Keep setting the record even higher and higher and higher. So G-Men actually going to hop into something we really haven't seen is a 2-3 zone look. They have a really weak side help is strong, but if you overcommit like that, that can happen. So Lorraine Gaskins is going to get into the scoring column there, and then Shirky's going to get it out to Smith, and then who powers it up. So Jenna Smith, like I said in the pregame analysis, she's one of the best post players in the area, without a doubt. She's been since she was a freshman. She's a multiple-time All-Ohioan, and she knows her stuff. She's great footwork. She's great defensive ability, and that's a nice midi there by number 0, Emily Hill, no good. Shirky the rebound, and Shirky's just a straight defensive stopper. Coach Gilbert, if they're playing a man-to-man, he's going to put her on the team's strongest, most ball-dominant player. So good ball swinging here, and nice midi there by Madeline Shirky that can't go, pinballing around. Caitlin Lutz able to pick it up. So
and here we go. Sarah Seaman, top of the arc. That one off. Not the same shot we saw for her first of the game, but that happens. And yeah, we were talking about the records. Obviously, a very well-coached program here at Garfield for these Lady G-Men. This year, 5-5, 3-2 in the conference. But of course, we are in a new conference now, the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference, and a lot of new teams, a lot more competition. Definitely some better teams, and so it'll be definitely a tougher division to win and compete in. But no doubts that our coaching staff and our players will be able to do such a thing.
Yeah, the G-Men had lost in the dying embers against Champion a few weeks ago at Champion.
And good D there by Shirky.
Oh, here we go.
Now we have Sydney Seaman on the open break. We saw Sarah Seaman on the box out, and Seaman, the Sydney, will be heading to the line for 2.
Yeah, so good job there by Sydney to get into the lane and draw the foul there. Yeah, so G-Men fell in the dying embers to a very, very talented champion squad. A champion squad which they have split 2 straight district finals with, of course, that exciting district final here last March. I was in attendance helping with the scoreboard. I think Aaron was doing the commentating for that game. And then the year before, in 2020, before everything went downhill, they had lost a champion in a district final game over at Cortland Lakeview, a game which I also attended. So some history with champion, and I think when they take a page out of Queen's book and they say, "We are the champions," especially when they play champion. And then of course they came back and then ended up blowing a lead which they had gained back to the Liberty Leopards, which I think was their last home game, I believe. I don't even remember at this point.
There's Sarah Seaman, her third, and they're going to have to get out on her if they're going to keep leaving her open tonight. She's obviously capable of making those shots, 170 of them in her career. But a couple chances tonight to keep that number growing. Has only found the bucket once, but yeah, and if you notice, the G-men running a little bit of a press here, and it's working wonders, having Madeline Shirky switch to the ball, number 14, and they've been getting active hands, able to get some steals. Now it's just about completing on offense.
Yes, a little bit of a discrepancy here. They finally get the possession arrow turned on whose ball it is. So it looks like it's actually going to be the we'll actually see. I honestly don't remember if that was the first jump ball. It should be the Rebels as the G-men won the tip. Yeah, so the G-men, if they lose, they don't get blown out. They're gonna fight to the whistle. They lost in the Dying Embers to a talented Fort Fry team, which is all the way down in who knows where in Central Ohio, or not Central Ohio, Southern Ohio. That was in the Canfield South Range holiday tournament 2 weeks ago. Again, everything maybe last week. I don't even remember at this point, guys. Just bear with me here on when games were. I just remember who wins and loses.
Oh, good hands there by Lutz right off the inbound. Not something you see often, but she gets the steal right from the inbounder, and now she's going to control it and find a cutting Sarah Seaman into Smith there, number 22. Obviously, she just reached her 1,300-point career last game, I believe. So a lot of records being set here for the G-men, 1,300-point scorers, 170-plus three-point shooters. And, yeah, so obviously a great program, and we'll be back after the break. Yep, so quick break there, definitely needed by the Rebels. Obviously a good team, this Rebel team, 500 in the conference. So, you know, they win some, they lose some, just like our Lady G-men this year. But it should be a good game tonight. But obviously you don't want to let things get out of hand if you're the Rebels, because this Lady G-men team can put up quick points and a lot of points quick. So we'll just see what happens now. Like you said, the 2-3 zone that we haven't seen a lot of. It's working great, trying to feed it inside. Just short, but gets her own rebound. Obviously, she's standing at about 6'4", 6'3" inches tall, able to get those arms up there and get boards.
Cross-court dime there, and then a dime to Shirky, who thinks better of a midi there. That's going to be another jump ball. So it looks like the JV game going here. That'll be number 24, Lorraine Gaskins, who we figured out her name. I think it's Lorraine Gaskins. So like the west side of Cleveland, Lorraine, and then Gaskins like Gaskins, right?
Yeah.
So,
Jenna Smith, a rare mid-range shot.
Wow,
and she'll bury it.
That's a nice midi there for Smith. So of course, Smith getting up there in the career scoring leaders for Garfield G-men. I believe we have the second career scoring leader, Grace Mills, here in attendance, who got to 1,500 career points. She was a 4-time All-Ohioan. As that is, I don't know about that one. Number one was kind of kicking around a little bit there on the floor. I don't know though. I think a safe bet is to just call the jump ball though. Of course, Grayson Rose, the program leader in scoring, was over 1,700 points. I believe Grace was about within 100 of that mark. So very impressive here Of course, Jenna Smith and Grace Mills played together on the same team for 3 years, so that was exciting years for Garfield, and it's going to be another exciting year. This is actually halfway through the season tonight, so it seems like season just started a few weeks ago,
Seaman, good
and
hands.
we're already halfway through.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of scores we've seen go through here. And to be able to play at the same time, this 1,300-point scorer and Mills, the 1,600-point scorer. Yeah. Smith obviously able to find the basket. And you wonder how close she'll be able to get to Mills' points.
Yeah, don't look now, but if she's at 1,300, say 20 points a game for the next 10 games, and that's 1,500 right there. So I think she'll be just shy of, but I think she'd be content with a third place in a very storied program.
True. So Lorraine Gaskins over the hoop there. She's got a lot of good looks down low already. Hasn't been able to find the basket more than once though. And now Seaman will drive and kick to a shooting
nice
Shirky.
there for Shirky. So that's a
Bounce
shot
in
she
and out.
normally hits with that high arcing moon ball type of shot. Take a page out of Principal Bartz's book with the moon ball. That's what he always liked to call was the moon ball. So Rebels have a very, or the Rebels have a very much more extensive bench. They have like 15 players on the bench.
Very
over
big
10,
bench,
and
yeah.
The G-men are only going to play 7 the whole game.
Yeah, so it looks like we have Carson Moore in for the Rebels, Nora Trent in.
That's a good little play there. They get an open floater, but no good.
Smith. So we have, yeah, like I was saying, number 15, Trent in for the Lady G-men. Nice take there by number 1. But number 3, Carson Moore in for the Lady Rebels here. And now we're going to have Seaman controlling the ball up top, getting double teamed. Going to swing it to Sydney Seaman, who's going to find Trent down low, turn and shot, but won't be able to square up and hit it.
Yeah, so this is going to be a good battle to see tonight. Jenna Smith versus Lorraine Gaskins in the post. 2 tall players, very skilled. I would think Lorraine Gaskins is going to be more the athlete, but Jenna Smith is going to have more of the touch and the just playing ability like we see there.
Smith's there to clean it up on Seaman's miss.
Yeah, so the coach from Crestview needs another timeout. They're down 10 early, and of course with the talent the G-men have, this could swell to more than that very quickly. So please enjoy this brief message from Charles Auto Family, and we'll be back.
Shooter Paul, you in there? You the one they call Shooter Paul? I hear you got the best deals in the territory.
I reckon that's true.
Draw me up a deal I can't refuse. They said you were the best there is, but I had to try.
Charles Auto Family in Garrettsville. Get your best deal now from the nicest people in the business.
All right, we return here from Jag Fieldhouse on this exciting Thursday evening of basketball. G-men looks like they're gonna have Trent at the top of that. I can't even tell at this point. It's like a modified man-to-man with really hard, strong, weak side help. So good hands there by Sarah Seaman. She's also a good defensive player who has very active hands, getting a lot of steals in her career here at Garfield. So G-men already going into their second player on the bench with Maggie Fogel and Nora Trent coming in for them. We got juniors and seniors here. We have four seniors. So just like that, I said Lorraine Gaskins is a very good athlete, and she is she's all 4 of the Rebels points tonight.
Fogel with a nice move inside. Is going to find Trent outside. And it looks like these Lady Rebels are finding the double team here on the wings and inside. They're going to try to shut down that, make sure they can't get a pass inside. Looks like that's what they're going to be try to be working on tonight. Good hands by the G-men again, but that'll be number 1 Reagan Edwards all the way to the hoop with a nice spin move. That'll be her first bucket.
For those who know Garfield celebrities, that is a very familiar last name there.
Yeah. Our very own Cameron Edwards in the studio here.
I was thinking 8th grader Elise Edwards, but that would do.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Trent, good shot, gets her own rebound. Smith will think about it, and she will. She'll take it and be fouled by Gaskins. And now Smith will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, so a lot of times Jenna Smith just says, fine, I have to do it myself. And she does a lot. She'll just put the ball on the deck, a couple of power dribbles, and power it up and in, something she's done a multitude of times in her career.
Yeah, now we have Shirky and Seaman ready to check in for the G-Men. And I can't tell who that is over there for the Rebels, but we will see momentarily. Looks like that'll be
Emily Hill checking in and Trinity Miller checking back in. So both those players checking back in. Looks like we're going to have Sarah Seaman and Nora Trent checking out for the Lady G-Men. So it'll be interesting to see down the stretch how the coach from the Rebels can keep their keep his players fresh. As G-Men with only 7 players are still not shying away from running that press. I think Coach Gilbert is not content with a 8-point lead. He wants it to be 80. And I still don't think he'd be content with an 80-point lead.
I'm sure not.
Until the final buzzer sounds, Coach Gilbert is not happy with anything. Then even after the final buzzer sounds, he's still not happy. That's just how he is. That's how you have to be if you want to have your name up there on the banner with 3 conference championships and 3 district championships. And of course competing for them every year too. So I believe he's around his 10th year here coaching. So that's a nice mini there by Maggie Fogel, the junior. So G-Men up with 10 points now. They're on pace for a good clip in the game. Crestview Rebels have really been a little slow scoring as the press is kind of wearing them down a little bit here.
Yeah.
Trinity Miller, the 3-ball, no good. Bank is closed again here. Sorry, Huntington. And or if, of course, no disrespect to anybody who uses the middle field bank.
And, of course, we see Jenna Smith with 10 in this quarter already. She's on pace for a 40-piece, but don't know how much. She'll be able to keep that up. I'm sure she'll be getting some rest here in the upcoming quarters. But obviously great play there by Smith as they will throw the ball over, and it must have been tipped because no backcourt called. But, yeah, Smith with 10, Seaman with 3, and Fogel with 2. Smith doing a majority of the scoring as that's Emily Hill all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, it's going to be her first bucket of the game, so I think the best interest of the G-Men is going to be to full court press the whole game if they can. Of course, that's going to wear them down pretty soon here, and the Rebels have the numbers advantage here, so they can go deeper into the bench and keep their legs fresher. So
good fight
fans
there
here
by
a little
Lutz
unhappy.
down there.
You like to see some competition, but refs not trying to let anything get too chippy here. So they're going to inbound right in front of Mr. Cole over there on the floor. Of course, make sure to stay tuned next week. We're going to have more live streams next week. We might be, of course, don't look now, but we might be testing a new camera right by the court side. Of course, with, as Mr. Cole would say, his throwaway phone.
Seaman with another steal, and she'll fire it.
That was a little aggressive there. I don't know if she's exactly where the clock. It was a decent look, though. G-Men with an 8-point lead right now. They're doubling up the Rebels right now. So we'll see how they can, if they're going to adjust and come out strong here, or if the Rebels are going to counter, and we'll be back.
Hey, Shooter Paul, what's going on?
Just washing the boss's bike here.
Sweet bike. Does he ever let you ride that thing?
I can ride it.
Bet you can't jump that van over there. Come on, Shooter, you got this.
Charles Auto Family in Garrettsville. Get your best deal from the nicest people in the business.
Clock management, as it's a 1.4 seconds, and they're gonna. And then Coach Gilbert calls a timeout to drop a play real quick here. So I think he would just need 30 seconds to say, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, and then the ball's in the bottom of the net, and we're at halftime. So we'll see what he draws up here.
Technical difficulties, not even sure if anyone can hear us right now. Gonna commentate anyways.
That's what we've heard from people watching it.
So not sure if this sound problem's fixed yet. And no good. We'll be back.
At Charles Auto Family in Garrettsville, we'll do just about anything to make your car buying experience perfect. And that includes getting you the absolute best deal. We have a big selection of new and used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Plus, Charles has one of the best and most affordable service departments in the area. Just come in, pick out your favorite vehicle, and drive home. Or we'll be happy to deliver it. Charles Auto Family. Get your best deal from the nicest people in the business.
We are back from that long break there at halftime. Got our technical difficulties sorted out now. Should be all good and ready to go for this good second half of basketball. Your Lady G-Men lead 31-13 going into half. Have been hounding the Rebels defensively as well as firing on all cylinders offensively. So a good game all around. The Rebels going to have to make some adjustments. They're going to get back in this game, and the Lady G-Men probably just going to want to do what they've been doing. Hustle as you see number 12 gets free, just off.
Yeah, so that was a long developing play. There were a lot of passing around by the Rebels, and that's what you that's a little unfortunate there. Jenna Smith gets a little tied up there, so couldn't make the lefty layup, a little short on that one. Couldn't get the follow, but gets to the line, something that she does a lot, and she's a good free throw shooter as well. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty refreshed here. Got my purified H2O during halftime, so you love to see it.
Sinks the first one, like you said. Great free throw shooter. She's got 13 now on the evening, so only 2 in the second quarter, despite her big 10-point first quarter.
Yeah, but more importantly, the rest of the team scored a lot in that second quarter, which is able to make their lead help contribute to their 20-point lead right now. Yeah,
so Madeline Shirky, big second quarter scorer, excuse me. So G-Men hold a 20-point lead now, as we're going to have a player on the ground. Looks like number 10 from here, McKenna Schultz. You hope she's all right. Never like to see a player go down. Looks like they're looking at that ankle now. Didn't even catch what happened. Did you?
Yeah, I think that was a non-contact injury. Just stuff like that happens sometimes. Step wrong, you can twist it. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a stepped on it wrong type of deal, and she can get some ice on that and be back in the game. But that can really sting at first. Looks like it could be pretty bad. She can't put a lot of weight on it now. I've had stuff like that happen to me, and then in a couple minutes you're back in almost full power. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully somebody can go get her a bag of ice, and ice is always what you do.
Yeah, she seems to be all right now heading to the bench. Of course, going to get her a rest. Hopefully she'll be able to come back in. She has 3 on the game, 3 ball earlier in the second quarter. So
so G-Men going to run that 1-2-1-1 diamond press.
A
little bit different from the 1-3-1 zone defense they play in the half court. So, and they can also run a man-to-man press and a man-to-man half court defense, and like they're running now.
Try to get it into Gaskins there.
Yeah, so let me confirm with my sources here on when the next girls game will be. I will get that information to you shortly.
Yeah, as we have Sarah Seaman bringing up the ball. We have the same 5 that started the game out for the Lady G-Men, and you would think, obviously, probably the same 5 who started for the Lady Rebels. As Sarah Seaman clapping for the ball, tries to find Smith inside, but that'll be good hands by the Rebels, but then good hands by Lutz right back, and Shirky will look for a pass, but then says, I'll shoot it myself. Smith gets big and fades away from the basket, gets the call, and now she'll be heading to the line again, something we've seen from her all night. She'll be looking for 15 and 16 on the game now, only early on in the third quarter, so obviously a lot of game left, a lot of room for her to score some more tonight.
Yeah, so the girls are going to have a home game on Monday against the Brookfield Warriors, all the way from Brookfield, Ohio, near the PA border. They're in Trumbull County. And then a home game against LeBray. And LeBray is the team that Madeline Shirky had a buzzer beater against in Leavittsburg a few weeks ago to win that thrilling game. So that'll be next Monday and Thursday, 5:30 tip for the JV girls, which we will have streaming coverage of. And then on the boys' side, they're going to host Crestview next Tuesday, and they're going to be home against Brookfield on Friday. And then they have 2 more home games the next week. So 4 home games in a row for the boys. They've had a pretty away game heavy schedule so far.
Nice steal and a layup there by Emily Hill. Her second bucket of the game, another layup. She'll have 4 in the game now. But yeah, tomorrow, Thursday night's game against
Friday night's game,
excuse me, for the boys has been canceled or postponed to a later date, not yet known. And the boys varsity team, varsity only on Saturday, has a game now at 5 o'clock. That game has been rescheduled for 5, originally a 7 o'clock game. Has been rescheduled for 5 o'clock. I believe that's at Berkshire.
Yeah, it'll be in Badgerland, Berkshire High School in Burton, Ohio. If you're familiar with the Geauga County Fairgrounds, it is right across the street. Big attraction there in Burton. Yeah, so
Emily Hill from the corner. And the Rebels aren't afraid to shoot it from outside. They've been getting the looks, just haven't been able to find the bottom of the net for the most part tonight.
yeah, I think they have one three-pointer made. That was by McKenna Schultz in the second quarter. I think G-Men have like 3 by the Seaman twins. I think Sarah has 2, and Sydney just had that one. So Sarah a little nonchalant, almost got the one by Sydney taken away. And Jenna Smith goes to the hole, and then we'd seen earlier there was a rare turnover by Jenna Smith.
Oh, Madeline Shirky sends it back to the dog pound.
Yeah, that's right. Sends that one back to Columbiana. Then runs
And
the floor for
Shirky,
the
the
layup.
nice left-hander, her first point.
Very fundamentally sound, just run to the opposite block, and a lot of times you get the ball, you lay it in, you get 2 points. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, Shirky's got that height on her too. The Lady G-Men do have a lot of height on the team with Smith, Shirky, Trent coming off the bench there. So
yeah,
a lot of
and
size,
course,
definitely.
You know, the Seaman sisters, they're not short, and Kayla Mutz isn't short either. You know, they don't have they have a few taller players, but they don't have anybody that's really short. I think the shortest player would be junior Maggie Fogel off the bench. So now Cressview's going to have a 2-on-1 here, and then Emily Hill says, let me take myself, and misses that one. And hands flying everywhere. Jenna Smith gets it, rips it away. So that's what you like to see is the and then a cross-court pass all the way to Sarah Seaman, who thinks better of the three-pointer.
Great baseball pass. That's the second one we've seen tonight from Seaman to Smith. The S&S connection down there. So that'll be Smith with 18 on the game now. Multiple of those buckets assisted by Sarah Seaman. As Emily Hill will step into another one and see that one will go for her.
Yeah, so she's been getting the looks, and she finally hits one. We saw her splashing threes in warm-up. So it looks like Maggie Fogel is going to check back in for the G-Men here.
Yeah, so a 22-point lead now, about halfway through the third almost. As Smith will try to find Lutz, but will throw it out of bounds, but it'll be tipped by a Rebel, and it'll stay here at the G-Men's end. Lutz on the inbound now. Gonna fire a quick Seaman 3. That's the other sister, Sydney Seaman. Both not afraid to shoot the ball, and both are capable of shooting the ball. As Hill will think better of a 3. And that's a look that she's obviously completed tonight, just on that last possession there. So she'll be handling the ball now. She's gonna go all the way to the hoop. And she'll call for it right back. She'll try to put a move on Lutz down there. And these Rebels able to shoot, or willing to shoot. That's number 41, Trinity Miller. Her first bucket of the game is a bank 3 ball.
Yeah, Cole Huntington banks back open. I think it closed in between JV and varsity games. And then Madeline Shirky, the midi, follows her shot. She likes that reverse layup. I think she'd be more inclined to just go up on the side for the open one, but tries a circus shot. Ends up as a pass to Jenna Smith.
Smith's got 20 now.
Yeah, in the bucket. So Jenna Smith puts up 20 like every game, it seems like. If she doesn't score 20, you're like, what the heck happened?
Yeah. Good cut there.
And then good defense by Sydney Seaman. So, of course, the Malone University, which is a Division II college, softball commit, Sarah Seaman, or Sydney Seaman actually, who can also hit
she'll
threes.
bury the 3 ball.
So maybe she's going to rescind her commitment to Malone for softball and say, hey, I'm going to be a 3-point sniper on the basketball team. Probably not, as I would think softball would be her way to go. But she's having a great night tonight. The whole G-Men squad's having a great night tonight. This will be a good game for Coach Gilbert to get in those bench players, and we'll be back.
So Rebels needed another time out there. Obviously, G-Men being able to step on this gas pedal even more here, stretch the lead to 26 late in the third. So, of course, the Rebels going to need to do some heavy scoring now and good defense to get back in this game as they run another play to try to find Hill in the corner, but they're going to feed it inside to Gaskins. Gaskins hasn't been much of an effect here. Of course, not as much as an effect as she was in volleyball. Crestview had a great volleyball team. Gaskins, definitely one of their star players.
Yeah, this was a huge rivalry in the volleyball season. The only 2 conference games the Lady G-Men lost was when they played Crestview. So Zoe May's checking into the game early. Of course, the LeBron James of the JV team. Let's see if she can be the LeBron James of the, I guess if she's the LeBron James, this is like an all-star game for her, of course, with other great players surrounding her.
Of course, and inbound to May now. She'll be getting some quality varsity minutes, not just blowout minutes. Of course, those are quality minutes too, but you know what I mean. That'll be off the hands of a Lady Rebel, and it'll stay G-Men ball.
Yeah, so, yeah.
To Trent now. Trent looks right back to Seaman. Seaman off. Normally the post game isn't her game. Obviously, 3-point shooter. We've talked about it many, many times tonight and throughout the course of this season. Emily Hill all the way to the bucket, won't go. Vogel, the nice chase down rebound. And it'll be Shirky controlling the ball up the court now.
Yeah, so Shirky taking a glimpse into the future. She knows that next year she can be relied on as a ball handler. Zoe May gets blocked after pump faking the 3. Trent gets in and then gets it blocked away, and then over to Sarah Seaman, who gets that one tipped away.
Yeah, so good active defense there by the Lady Rebels, able to shut down that offensive possession. Good looks there by the Lady G-Men, but better defense by the Lady Rebels.
Yeah, so I think it panned over earlier to class of 2022 senior class president Timothy Summer, a.k.a. also known as.
And there's
Zoe
May.
May's going to drain the 3 ball, so she's taking a glimpse of the future. Oh, they say it's a 2.
Yeah, long 2 it looked like there.
Nice little midi there. I think her brother Max is inclined to give her the 3-pointer, but that will not be the case. Of course, Timmy Summer, the wrestler, and he knows about the stock market too. So if you have a question about investing, you can ask him. So Zoe May's going to get the fast break here. Little errant on the pass there. Of course, Timmy Summer, big G-Men fan. He's a big supporter in the student sections, supporting his G-Men. Vice President. Zoe May's
May fire another
again.
one.
That one was close, but a little bit off.
Good ball rotation there. She's got a nice shot as Seaman will get a deflection, but the Rebels will be able to break this press that they've got.
Yeah, so Timmy Summer, the, of course, diehard Cleveland sports fans, loves the Browns, loves the Guardians, loves the Cavs, so you just love to see it.
Hill really trying to get inside now.
Yeah, she's putting into UMan's work, running everywhere around the floor. And then Trinity Miller, and then that's going to be Shirky on the foul. She doesn't agree. She thought she fronted that one well. It's probably a foul. Got a little too much with the hands there. Yeah, so another thing to point out for those of you watching at home is the shoe game of the Lady G-Men. They all have bright colored shoes.
About it
that's
often.
Going to be a 3-ball there by Trinity Miller, no good. And Sarah Seaman, the full court shot, 3-quarter court shot, almost hit Mr. Cole, and then the referee with the soccer skills taking it out on the pitch. So we'll be back after this. Stay tuned for an exciting 4th quarter as the G-Men are going to cruise to victory, hopefully.
Shooter Paul, you in there? You the one they call Shooter Paul? I hear you got the best deals in the territory.
I reckon that's true.
Draw me up a deal I can't refuse. They said you're the best there is, but I had to try.
Charles Auto Family in Garrettsville. Get your best deal now from the nicest people in the business.
back now for the last quarter of basketball.
That's my new G-Men battle cry there. When that happens, the G-Men will win. So I did it and they will win. That's how it works.
Got it. So again, active hands by the Lady G-Men. This fourth quarter of play, coming into the quarter up 28 points. Rebels obviously going to need to double their score and then some if they want any chance of being in this game. Which there's an open shot. Definitely going to need that one. Won't go. So Rebels definitely going to need to pick up some traction. But it's not looking that way so far. Sarah Seaman needs some help up there.
Gets it over to Caitlin, and then that'll be Katie Lissy, I think is a JV player, tip that one out.
Yeah, so we see the starting 5 plus Trent now instead of Shirky in the ball game. Seaman, the one-handed pass over all the defense.
Yeah, so G-Men have just been on point with these one-handed, kind of ill-advised cross-court passes, but they're not ill-advised if they've worked. That was ill-advised there, and it didn't work there by Lutz.
Yeah, so Lady G-Men definitely been able to tone down the turnovers in the second half thus far, but you see that there, just a bad pass and a nice steal by the Lady Rebels. And so there's Gaskins up top. Hill has been a playmaker. It has seemed she had to come into herself here into the game as Seaman almost gets her hand on it. But, yeah.
That's a dime there, cross court over everybody. Defense had no idea what was going on. Gadsden's going to try to go on Smith, and she does so.
She'll get one to go.
That's her 8th point of the game, 8 points of the game. And, yeah, so Jenna Smith's a 20 by herself would make the G-Men only down by 3. So that's very impressive. And, of course, with her teammates chipping in, that is what has allowed them to be at this 26-point mark.
Good board there by Smith. Won't go for her, though, and she'll be out-rebounded by Gaskins. Spinning, putting her in the spin cycle. Lots of spins down there by Gaskins trying to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, like, you know my line. He knows I'm going to say it, just like Dua Lipa did a full 180.
Of course, of course. Yeah. So Gaskins down there fighting for that jump ball.
And just like a straight line is 180 degrees. Shout out to Mr. Englehart for that one.
Of course. Here we go now. Lady Rebels with a chance to get on the board. Definitely much, much, much needed.
That
may have been a travel, but refs won't call anything, and well, won't call that call.
They call what they need. They call what they should call because they're the refs. They're the best people for the job, and we love them.
That's true.
They have perfect vision too.
Always. Seaman
That's
inside.
That's a dime to Lutz. She has all the time in the world. It's just can't hit that one. A little unlucky there. Shirks hits Ethan Smunson in the first row. Ethan Smunt got lucky, hopped on them courtside tickets. I think there are a few extra bucks for tonight's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 student sections going. We have the student section over there. We have the student section over here. So.
And you've seen this play multiple times, trying to get Hill or someone else open on the wing or in the corner for a 3-ball. And it's worked a couple times, just haven't been able to complete. The Rebels trying to run this pick and roll action now. Shirky going to get big. Won't go, but it'll stay Rebel ball. So obviously this game running late, already 8:30 here. 5 minutes left in the fourth with that late start for the JV game. Obviously everything's going to be pushed back. Excuse me, I'm getting tired here. But Seaman's going to control the ball in the backcourt now and try to push it up the court.
Yeah, I think Crestview had a little bit of a transportation issue. If you are a student here at JEG, you are all but unfamiliar with transportation issues. Of course, arriving late to games is just what happens with the shortage of bus drivers. So if anyone in the audience is interested in being a bus driver, all you need is your CDL and you can be a bus driver. The pay is extremely good for what the job is. So just show up at the board office with your CDL, and we can get you driving bus in no time. Gonna shout out to Mr. Lazick for that one.
Good plug. Always looking for more jobs, of course. Bus drivers always needed. So yeah, Rebel ball.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of scoring drop by both teams. Reagan Edwards gets away with the travel, and then Gaskins gets blocked by Jenna Smith. So Jenna Smith putting on a block party here. I think the neighborhood block there.
Yeah. So still no points in the fourth quarter here for the Lady G-Men. A little bit of a drought, but to no worry. Obviously still up by 26 here.
Sarah
Seaman
Seaman,
will fire a
the
deep
three.
one.
A little ill-advised maybe with the time, but she decides not to. You're going to sprint back, try to chase down block. That was actually pretty nice. That was a little double. It really wasn't even a block. It was just like a little poke away as they went up, so you'll love to see it there. So Zoe May's going to come back in. She is right now the player with the highest three-point percentage on the team. She's 1 for 1, so you love to see it.
Yeah, so now Fogel and May in the ball game, of course, with Lutz, Smith, and Shirky. Lutz gonna work up top, and a lot of holes in this defense it seems right now. Zoe's gonna find the cutting Lutz, and she's gonna be swallowed down low, and yeah, that'll be a jump ball, but it'll stay here. Next one will go to the Rebels.
If we have any young aspiring hoopers in the crowd, that's something that will never work, is coming down with the ball right into the defense. It's going to be they're either going to tear it from you, they're going to rip it from you, or they're going to force a jump ball, something you never want as an offensive player.
Right.
So keep the ball high, keep it strong, keep it moving, and you'll so that was very nice there by
McKenna Schultz.
Yeah, so
back in the game
she's
now.
She's a three-point sniper. She's got 6 points on 2 3-pointers. And Nora Trent over there ready to check in, is trying to edge your team on and say, let's go, let's close this one out. No heart attacks there, or like almost losses there. So they're gonna move the ball around. Shirky, the running pass to Fogel. Fogel, the midi, and can't hit that one. Follows her shot and ripped away by Reagan Edwards. So
good save by Shirky.
That's just hustle there. That is pure heart. Tom Nader recently releasing his all-blue team. I didn't exactly check. I would assume Madeline Shirky would be one of the front runners for that for the Garfield G-Men. She does things like that, finds the extra pass, doesn't force up shots, gets back on defense. And then Lutz, who is having a little bit of trouble.
Yep, to find the bucket tonight, I believe.
Finding the
She's done just about everything else, though, for the Lady G-Men. Excuse me.
Yes.
May
Zoe
fire.
May the midi, no good on that one. So G-Men not shy about shooting any time tonight. Jenna Smith's going to get it. She's going to get it out to Madeline Shirky. And then Madeline Shirky, the good job to keep her dribble there. Both teams a little lax here.
Yeah.
Except the Rebels, when they trap, they like to trap hard. Fogel gets it to Smith, and then Smith getting trapped. It looks like they just put 5 players on the ball once the dribble is picked up.
Yeah, so this clock running down, time's never on your side, of course. 23-point deficit in 2 minutes. Seems like a very tall mountain to face. This Lady G-Men team has played good, great, with another mid-range shot there from Smith, the first G-Men points of the quarter. So able to put a rest to that little Rebel scoring run there. And still a 25-point lead, though. And it looks like the Lady G-Men will close out this game, no problems.
So that was a great last offensive possession. They ran about a minute of the clock down. Coach Gilbert, that's probably in his old very large bag of tricks, is plays like that just milk the clock a little bit. No reason to force up any bad shots, and no reason to go for any flair for the dramatic. So they just like the working the ball around, killing clock, and then they're gonna walk out of here with a victory.
Yeah, so great game. Hard fought on both ends, definitely, but Lady G-Men.
So he made the 3 ball in and out. A little unlucky there. Could have got back in the score book with her second 3 ball of the game. So
good defense there, but a good rebound by Gaskins, and she'll get one to drop. I believe that's her 10th of the game, 10th point that is, ended to the double digits. So now we'll have the Lady G-Men run the clock down. As, yeah, this Rebel team likes to trap hard, and they will. Ref's not going to call a jump ball on that. Gaskin's just going to rip the hands out of Tesker there.
The refs want to get out of here.
Yeah.
Although it's not over till the fat lady sings, I think it's all over but the shouting and the fat lady singing. So whatever the heck that means, I really don't know. It's not over, but it's over.
May,
so Zoe May
ready to
wants
shoot,
it to
and
be
she'll
over.
splash that one.
So Zoe May, like she's done that a million times before, like she carries the JV team.
Yeah, nice bucket there. Step through a mid-range shot. 4 points for May now in her varsity minutes. Very efficient. And yeah, that should be about the end of the ball
All right,
game.
that's going to do it here from the Jag Fieldhouse. Coach Gilbert says it's not over yet. Of course, like I said, he's not content with anything. Even getting a year on the banner, he's not happy. So Trent's going to shoot it. Bank is closed, and this game is all but closed.
All right.
So we had a great time. Be back here Monday. Wait, no, Tuesday for the boys game against Crestview, I think, again, because that's how the schedule works.
Most likely.
Mr. Cole wants to get out of here. Mr. Cole, any closing thoughts? All right,
No.
He says no. There might be a new camera next week, maybe some new people on the stream, maybe not. I had a great time. This is our morning show crew here, so watch the morning show tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Have a great night and go G-Men.
Go G-